In today's video, I'm going to show you the inside-out backhand return. The return you want to use when you're playing doubles, because if you're hitting that down the line, you will hit your opponent who is standing at the net. And you don't want that most of the times. So you want to aim it cross-court, so that means you have to hit it inside-out. I will go through the technique and drills you can use. If you're new to this channel, my name is Patrik Broddfelt, a tennis coach in Norway. So one of my subscribers on YouTube asked me if I could do this video. He struggled with hitting those returns cross-court when he's playing doubles. If you have any questions or something you're struggling with, let me know in the comments and I might make a video about that. When you're returning a serve on your backhand side here, it's much easier to hit it directly into the backhand corner. The reason why is because you're catching the ball in front of you here and you're not changing directions of the ball. But when the ball comes to your backhand here and you want to play it into the forehand corner, it's really difficult because you have to change direction and you also have to hit that ball a little bit later. So on my one-handed backhand, my contact point will be here and then the ball will go down the line. However, going down the line when playing doubles, I will hit into the opponent who's standing at the net. So I want that ball to go cross-court. So what you have to do then is hitting a little bit later and brushing up like this. So let's go over the technical skills for that shot. It's the same as regular backhand. The key to make this ball go inside out is to hit it later than usual. So when you're making contact, you want to make contact here. So you notice my angle of racket is pointing towards that target. So if I'm moving and reaching in front of me, that ball will go down the line into the backhand corner. It's much easier to do that, and that's what we usually do when we play singles, aiming from the middle of the court here instead of out there. But in doubles, you want to aim it here into this area. So you have to make contact here and move forward. So the thing is, make sure you're staying sideways longer. Okay? So you don't want to open up too early. So you want to wait for the ball to come here and staying sideways and moving a racket towards that target and up. So really good drill to do is either is self-feeding. So you're standing in this position here on the forehand side and you want to hit balls and staying more sideways. Making contact a little bit later. You see the difference in front of me is going to be here. And I'm opening up a little bit earlier. If you have a partner, what I will do then, you know the drill. Usually you rally cross-court, but instead of hitting forehands, hit inside-out backhands. So you're standing here, hitting inside-out backhands. Let me demonstrate with a ball machine here. So if you have a ball machine, you can do that as well if you're alone. As you can see, I have put the ball machine into the forehand corner, so I get the angle for a forehand rally. So let me show the drill. So if you're standing here ready, step in. Move forward and step in, just like a return. Now I'm hitting down the line. I'm taking it earlier. So try to move forward, just like a return. You have a split step and moving forward. Look at my contact point. down the line. Cross court. This is one of the toughest returns, I believe, to make, especially when you're playing doubles, because since that person is standing at the net, you have to avoid him or her. And it's really, really important to train this skill. And if you notice, my contact is a little bit later, and then I drive this before I'm going around. So when I'm playing down the line, I hit in front of me here and follow through. So that's the main difference. Yes, it's easier to do it on a backhand slice. The only problem with that is if you're playing against a good double team and they see the backhand slice, they will approach that shot directly. So try to avoid that and block it rather. You don't have to hit through the ball. If it's really fast ball, you just have to block it. Okay? This shot is actually much easier if you're having a two-handed backhand. It's easier to hit here. And you can see the professional players leaning like this. And then the ball will go towards the middle or inside out. With one hand, it's a little bit more difficult, but you can still pull it off if you practice on these skills. So let me show another drill you can do. So it's a little bit more footwork. So now you have a movement back and forth. This drill is really good. Have a coach or ball machine feed you. One in the middle and one you have to run around. The reason why is because now you have to work on your spacing to the ball. So this ball here is actually much easier to hit inside out than when you're running here and hitting. The last ball will be more like the return of serve. The key points to be able to hit inside out backhand is working on spacing. So if you're moving out to that direction, you need to work on spacing and make contact further back. So you see I'm making contact further back here, pointing strings towards the forehand corner. And then I move forward, continue with strings and follow through. When I make contact down the line, I'm here. And then I'll open up more. So you have to stay more sideways with this shoulder through the shot. Contact late, staying, don't open up, staying like this, and then open up. Late contact, follow through, and come around. You don't have to overpower this shot. Just place it, block it. If it's really fast serve, if it's second serve, you have to come over it a little bit. Go out and practice these drills I showed you. Either you're self-feeding, yourself moving, or you have a ball machine or a tennis partner feeding you, or rallying inside out cross-court backhands. Go out and try these drills and let me know how it works next time you're playing double match.